cultivator extraordinaire. And I wanted to stop in. Number one, I wanted to tell you about the series that we're doing here on HAPS in the month of June. I am going to be speaking to parents of middle school graduates and high school graduates. And this is going to be awesome. I'll be doing another series in July, speaking to college students and just giving you some tips, tools, techniques, and tactics to take your college life to the top. The things, my friends, that I wish I would have known coming out of middle school, coming out of high school, and inside of my college career. So June and July are going to be popping. It's always popping here at Tailored for Success, of course. I was laughing prior to going live because I do haps from my iPad, which is, larger. So used to working from my phone. And so it was like I was way up and it was like, let me see your grill. Oh, your grill. Let me see your grill. Let me see your grill. It was just so close. So I have to to sit back so that it's everything's in proportion and I'm not all in your face. So today I wanted to talk about, so number one, let me go back. Tune in here to HAPS. It will be Wednesdays and it will be Saturdays. So tune in, follow, turn on your notifications, all that good stuff, right? And this is streaming right now to my YouTube channel. It is streaming to my Facebook business page. It's streaming to my Twitter. And I think that's it. So I do go live on my Instagram, but it is not connected to HAPS. And so that's a different live stream that you will get. But follow me, find me, and follow me on social media. So you want to look for Tailored for You Enterprises, Cherise Taylor, CherisTaylor. And that's enough of all that. Let's get into the heart and soul of today's message. I wanted to address one of the concerns that would be entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs. They've got the stirring in their heart and in their spirit and their mind to become entrepreneurs, but they are afraid. they are afraid. They're afraid to fail. They're afraid to succeed. They are afraid that no one will like them. No one will purchase for them, from them, and so on and so forth. And you know, the reason that I focus so much on talking about establishing and cultivating confidence is because the way that we think and the way that we believe affects the way that we speak and the way that we behave. And so it is very, 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 very important. It is of the utmost importance that you have confidence, assurance in your capabilities, your possibilities. And my confidence is rooted in who I am. More, let me say to clarify this, in whose I am. Now, as a Christian employee and entrepreneur, I am both. What I can do and what I can accomplish is not in and of my own strength. It is from God. It is graced and given to me lovingly and lavishly. So I'm not ever operating in my own strength, my own might, my own power. Because without God as my anchor, as my foundation and my centerpiece, my all in all, my everything, I can't do anything anyway. The fact that I woke up today and could put one foot in front of the other is all a gift from God. Everything. from the smallest to the most spectacular thing. The fact that my lungs and my heart is beating and my brain has got the juice going and all of my hands, my mouth, my eyes, my ears, my nose, everything's functioning well. That's all from the grace of God. So, my confidence as I come into each day, as I navigate my career and my business, it is centered around the fact that God is my anchor and God is my creator, the creator of all. When I think about, oh, God created me, and I think about all of the other phenomenal, spectacular, fantastic things that God has created on this planet. I'm like, and He created me. He has equipped me. Whoa, wow. No, that's everything. And that's where it comes from. So when we're talking about going into business and there's fear and hesitation, trepidation about moving forward, or and getting started. I hear people say, there's already so many speakers, there's already so many trainers, there's already so many consultants and coaches and da 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 da. Whatever it is that you do. Yes, you're correct. There are hundreds upon hundreds, thousands upon thousands, maybe even millions, depending on what it is that you specialize in and that you do, of other people who do what you do. But here's the thing, nobody is going to show up and do it like you do it. Nobody's going to say their say like you say it. So there is going to be an attraction and an appeal, a zeal, if you will, that special zippity doo da, zippity yay. There's going to be that something, that people are going to be like, hey, 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 oh, to you. But they won't say it to Sally Sue or to Patty Smith over here, okay? And they got it going on too. But this group right here, this particular person over here, that particular person over there, they find you to be appealing. They want you to be their speaker, their keynote speaker. They want you to be their coach. They want you to be the consultant. They want you for the position. So you have to do away with all of that. It's already so many, it's oversaturated. You have to ask God, tap into the Holy Spirit and say, Holy Spirit, give me wisdom. How should I position myself? How should I promote myself so that I have the appeal to the right people? You know, Give me wisdom and direction. What aspects, God, of my personality and disposition? What aspects of my personal history? What aspects of my education, my knowledge and know-how, my gifts, talents, and abilities? How should I package, position, and promote myself so that I can appeal to my ideal prospects out here? Tell me, Holy Ghost. A little sip of tea here. Those of you new to live streaming, always keep a little something just in case you get a tickle or you get a little parched, right? You just lean in and sip. I usually like to have a glass and a straw because sipping, sometimes it causes you to have to throw your head back. And so I'll always, because it's always about presentation. I always kind of lean if I'm going to sip because no one wants to see me drinking, right? You didn't tune in for that. But the straw just makes things more convenient and quick and out of the way. I digress. So, again, if you are specifically a budding entrepreneur or someone who desires to go into entrepreneurship, but you find yourself lacking in confidence, the first thing that I'm going to recommend to you is that you remember that you are God's awesome, beautifully, wonderfully, awesomely made creation. And God did not create any junk when He created you. So that self doubt, that lack of self belief, is going to dissipate when you start to direct your thoughts to the fact that you are God's creation. He's equipped you. You have everything that it takes. Your creator will help guide you to utilize what you have to acquire what you need as far as knowledge and know-how and where to market yourself and all of that. He'll give you that, but you've got to get suited up and get in the game to be successful. You cannot be successful with business, with career, with health, with anything, anywhere, anyhow, with being on the sidelines. You can't hang out on the sidelines. What good does it do to suit up just so you can sit and watch everybody else? While you writhing and wringing your hands, worried about, is it gonna work? Am I gonna listen? Here's the thing: some of the stuff that you try, you're gonna fail at, and you're gonna be green when you start. It's what this is what I tell new hires in my full time work. You will not always be new. In 2 weeks, there'll be more people coming in. You'll know more than they do. You'll have more experience than them. And as time goes on, you'll get more and more comfortable and well suited to your department, to your position. So, you know, you might be a little rough right now, but you're going to get a hang of it. You just have to keep showing up each day and doing the work, and you're going to get better and better and better and better. Let people tell me, as it pertains to speaking, I was in two different Toastmasters, but it was like long. It was, I think one was in 2000. I want to say it was 2002. Trying to think when I joined that, when it was through the church that I went to at the time. And then I joined another one while I was working. I had 15 years of my professional career was with St. Louis County Library. And I had several different positions while I was there, but I joined one that met at the Bridgeton branch and was with them for a short time. I went to a couple of meetings, the one in my neighborhood some time ago, but I don't think I ever officially joined. But I just joined another one through my workplace. And because I live a dual life, I am an entrepreneur and I am also a career professional. And I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it and gleaned a lot. And even though I've had, several speaking engagements, I've been speaking and training and doing, live streams and all of that stuff, video on YouTube and all that for years. And so people are like, well, why would you join Toastmasters? Because there is always something more to learn, to polish and perfect. I may get to a certain point of my career where I'm like, okay, I've been in Toastmasters for, 5 straight years. I think I got everything I need to get out of this thing. And I may, just become a notable alumni of Toastmasters. But you guys, you never want to get, this is a sidebar, you never want to get to a place where, even in your success and accomplishments, where you think, oh, I've learned it all, done it all. whenever felt I've extracted everything I can out of Toastmasters. I may stay in Toastmasters for life. I don't know. you know, um, I don't know. I'll find another organization that can yet take my speaking to another level. Now, I heard this. This is all sidebar. We're going to get back to the heart and soul of the matter here in just a second. But I heard someone say this. Toastmasters is great for learning how to speak better, but it is not the organization you want to join if you desire to speak for a living. And I can tell you from my experience with Toastmasters, that is completely true. It is great for perfecting the craft of speaking well in different ways. It gives you such a vast array of ways. They have what are called pathways. So different things that you have to do, different speeches and presentations that you have to get. And it's so the roles you play in the meetings, all of that is if you stick with it and show up and be very dedicated and diligent, it will help you become a better speaker. And there's competitions and all of that stuff. However, it's not about it's not going to give you any insight into the speaking business, into speaking for a business. You want to get into other programs and other organizations, National Speakers Association, and so forth, in order to learn the business side of it. Now, we're done. Slate that. We're coming back to nobody does it like you do it, boo. So you that fear and that hesitation that you have about, well, I don't know. Does the world need another coach? Does the world need another motivational speaker, inspirational speaker, this, that, or the other? Whatever it is you're thinking, I want you to go ahead and put that fear and that doubt to rest. Because seriously, it doesn't matter, because nobody is going to show up and do it like you do it. Someone might be saying, gosh, I'm looking for a coach. I sure wish I see all these coaches online, but no one's really grabbing me. No one's really appealing to me. And then bam, boom, shakalaka, boom. You show up, you suit up and you get in the game and they see you in their ads on Facebook, or they see your live stream pops up, in their Instagram, or your story pops up, somewhere. So listen, it doesn't matter. Someone is waiting for you to show up, to share your shine and show out. Okay. And I always give this example because it's so true. I'd love to do it or have someone do it. It just, but have 12 life coaches, 12 motivational speakers, and give them all, you know, and make sure they all have at least, a minimum of 3 years of experience, but no more than 5. Kind of put them all on the same line. Just do some prep work and make sure they kind of all have the same level of experience and this and that and the other. But then give them a script, a pitch, if you will, and they all sit or stand, whatever they choose to do. As I'm sketching this out in my head, have them each stand up, go to the center stage, and present to this stadium of 100,000 people. Same, yeah, around the same age of coaches, same experience, same type of coach, but you give them a script. They all have to say the same script, but you're not telling them how they say. They can only, no props, nothing. They can bring nothing but themselves. It's their body and it's their voice and the script, and they've got to give that to the audience. Maybe I should set this up and do it like via a webinar or something, just to prove my point. I'd have to get a substantial amount of, like, a certain audience. I'd want at least Guess I could have 5 coaches pitch. And if someone sees this, feel free to take this idea. I think it's a great idea. Like it's just kind of a coach pitch-a-thon. But you give them a script. Make sure it work with a copywriter. Make sure the script is popping. And then it'd be even more of a challenge to do it online through a Zoom or something. And you're going to pitch to this 100,000 people in the stadium. And I promise you, I went through all that to say this. I promise you that each of those coaches, someone's going to say, boom. Now, here's the thing. It could be someone doesn't get picked. Depending, that's why I say 12 coaches in a stadium of 100,000 people. I would feel 99.9% confident in saying that out of those 12 and 100,000 people, each of them is going to get at least one. My God, unless your pitch, your presentation of the pitch just absolutely sucks. And here's, hopefully you get one out of 100,000. But there might be some that don't. But here, depending on what the audience, I guess the audience would need to be filled. They'd all have to have basically the same niche audience. And that audience would have to be filled with their ideal clients. So, yeah, it's a good experiment. I like it. For free, anybody. If you're ready to in position to set that off, go ahead and do it. But I give that example to say that everybody, it would be something about coach number one that would appeal to Sally Sue in the bleachers. And say, oh gosh, you know what? There's something about her stature, her personality, the way she presented it. When I looked into her eyes as she was presenting it, I felt a connection. I'm going to go with her. Number 5 didn't really present it all that well, but there's something about her aura that I'm connecting, that I'm vibing. And I think that's my coach. That's who I'm going to pick. And so it's you guys, it doesn't matter how many people are doing what you do. They're not you. I do not concern myself. I do not concern. Here's the truth. You have colleagues, okay? You can call it competition, you can call it colleagues, you can call it hopefully future collaborators, whatever you want to call it. Yes, you do have other people who are doing what you do, are pitching, for some of the same speaker spots, who are pitching to some of the same target audience. So what? I don't know what else to tell you except so what? Your competition. And here's what I'll say. You do want to be aware of who's in your space. Okay? And that's just being a smart business person. Okay? You do want to research, like, what's going on in my space. Here I am as a speaker, a coach. Who's in my space here? Who are my colleagues? What are they doing? How is what I'm doing or what I desire to do different from them? How am I uniquely different from them? I mean, number one, here's the thing you've got to remember. Nobody else has your particular body of knowledge and know-how. No one has your ta-da, your zippity doo-dah. No one has your life story, your exact personality, your quirks, and all of the things. A lot of times people tell me, they're like, I saw you smile on a Instagram video, and when I saw your smile and you said your best is yet to come. Or I liked your laugh, or I liked the flowers in the background or whatever. I mean, people are going to choose you or not choose you for all kinds of reasons, honey. And you just gotta be prayerful and say, God, guide me to my appropriate prospects, the people that are called to work with me, the people that I'm called to serve. I'm not concerned about Sally Sue, Patty Smith over here. I'm not worried about them. Okay, they doing their thing. Okay, she's got this going on. He's got that going on. Blah 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 boom boom. Okay, that's all great and dandy. You know, it's awesome. But I do not covet. I do not compete. I just don't. I don't compare. Nobody. And when I say this, I'm saying it as a fact, not as a statement of arrogance. Nobody compares to me. I don't compare to anybody because no one else is Sharice Taylor. That's how God set this thing up. That's how awesome in the foresight that He has. He made all of us different. Made all of us to have different perspectives and personality and experiences. And those things conjole together. Again, as I said, you promote, position yourself a certain way. I mean, the way that you feel led, you're going to appeal to some, and other people are going to be like, oh, not the speaker we want, not the coach I want, not the consultant I need. And so goes life, honey. That means that they're going to go to someone else. Que sera, do your dance, honey. You cannot worry about that. Your competition is who you were yesterday, what your business did last month, what your business did last year. You ran an ad, now run another one and try to beat that ad. You did a post that was popping. Okay, now try to, make one that's even, your competition is you. You're always looking to become better, not so that you can beat somebody else, not so that you can outshine somebody else, honey, so that you can become your personal best. That, to me, that type of goal, that honors our creator. It honors God for us to evolve and become our best and be doing our best. That's honoring God. So, I just, and you guys, when you get this, you just you rest, you operate from a place of peace. You just operate from peace. I'm not looking at other people online or listen, or it just that it takes the worry and the angst and the anxiety and all of it, takes it away, because as long as you're connected to the creator in partnership with God, as you go forth and do your thing, you're extracting the unique, distinct, and wonderful ooh la la of you, and everybody has it. Everybody has it. It shows up, it's different for everyone, but everybody has zippity doo dah. Everybody does. Yeah. So, and let me tell you something else. Operating in peace, it really it anchors and centers your confidence, because you're not worried, you're not competing, you're not comparing. You're just like, I'm God's. He made me just how He wanted to make me. The creator of the universe gave me this hair, gave me this nose, these eyes, these lips, this voice, da 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 do bop bop. He gave it to me. So guess what? It's all that in a bag of chips. All right. And I can be at peace with it. I'm going to make it the best I can. I'm going to do the best I can with it. I'm going to give it to Him. You know, it's all for Him. It's all for Him. You know, doing my best as a coach, as a speaker, it's all to honor and give glory to God for all that He has done, for all that He is. And you all, ironclad confidence, as I talk about, it's possible. Now, it's a process depending on how life has twisted and turned you. It's a process to get to that place of peace and operating with ironclad confidence. Just saturated in you. You know, it takes it takes what it takes depending on the individual, depending on how ready and willing you are to get honest. Because you know what I say with clients, you got to do the dig. I can't help you if you're not going to be open. I can't. And I don't need to take your money, and we both don't need to invest our time. So if you're ready to get raw and real, and we do the dig, you do some excavation, get to the root of the thing. Is somebody here? I see something moving down here. I don't have my glasses on, folks. Oh, Mike. Hello. Thank you, dear. God bless you as well. Prince wrote a good song with that line. Nothing compares to you. How did it start, Mike? It's been how many days? It's been 7 hours and something days since you took your love away. I I was looking up the lyrics. I can do whatever I want. I can see whoever I choose. But nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. We're gonna take a diversion for just a second. Let me just look up these lyrics. Oh baby, baby. Oh baby, baby. Okay, those lyrics are in another language. Doesn't that help? All right, hold on. 7 hours. I was right. Isn't that what I said? 7 hours. It's been 7 hours and 13 days. 13 days. Was it 13 days? Huh. Doesn't seem right. It's it's AZ lyrics. Got to be right. Okay. It's been 7 hours and 13 days since you took your love away. That was in the Sinead O'Connor version. I go out every day and sleep all day since you took your love away. I need some background singers. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whomever I choose. I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant, but nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. I don't know. I'd have to listen to this again, but thank you for reminding me. That's a great song. Let me see here. It's 15. It's 15. AZ lyrics. It didn't feel right coming off my lips. It was like, it's been 7 hours and 13 days. Like 13. Uh-uh. It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. You're right. That's what it is. I was like 13. No. 13. It didn't, you know how like you don't know a song but you've listened to it and it's like it's somewhere back here in the noggin and you're like, it's not, no, it's not right. But anyway, you all, thank you, Mike. That was awesome. That was fun. Here's the bottom line, folks. Nobody's gonna do it like you do it. Prince wrote a song about it, as Mike reminded us here. And Axl Rose didn't see Welcome to the Forest. No, he didn't. Welcome to the forest. We got fun and games. No, he didn't. He didn't. Okay, I digress. Axl Rose, let me just say this real quick before we wrap this up and put a bow on it. That man is a beast. Okay. I mean, every once in a while, because I grew up with, in the 70s and 80s, and so the rock bands, he wasn't. Guns N' Roses was never like what I consider a big hair rock band, like Bon Jovi or Whitesnake or something like that. But they were like pure rock, okay, raw rock. And no matter, here's the thing I loved about our household. It's like we appreciated all music. We listened to everything. I remember my dad would spin Glenn Campbell records and Kenny Rogers records and all, just all kinds of stuff. But Axl Rose is a beast. All right. Um, his performance is like his vocal ability. I mean, you just watch some of his stuff on YouTube, like "Welcome to the Jungle." I mean, it was. And some people can scream, and it's like, wow, that was awesome. And then other people scream, and you're like, again, kind of it ties back to my point, right? So Axl Rose wasn't for everybody. Prince wasn't for everybody. But did it matter? Prince is like legendary, right? And there's people to this day, rest his soul, that didn't like Prince, didn't like his music, didn't like his personality, didn't like the way he dressed, the way he talked, the way he walked, whatever. You guys, it doesn't matter. Hello. Those of you that are job seekers, this is applicable to you. It's the same thing. Well, they didn't pick me for this job. They said I was this, they said I was that. They said blah 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 blah. Well, next. Okay, that's their loss. Okay, so we got to move on, honey. And I've been in those situations, and I know it's easier said than done sometimes. But that's the heart and soul that you've got to remember. It's like, well, let me take my great self on. Let me keep moving. And you guys, here's the thing, and this is why I always say your confidence has to be connected to the creator. So this is not cockiness. This is not being full of yourself and ego. This is being connected to the creator, his word, walking with the Holy Spirit inside of you, letting the Holy Spirit guide and lead you, and having that knowledge and know-how of that. Hey, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I mean, it's the end of the story. So it is not about some people, other people on the planet may not like you. So what? Some people, oh, everybody, well, she's got this big following. Well, she gets this many likes on her Facebook page. Well, her group is this big and mine is that. Stop, you guys, you got to stay focused on you and the people that God brings that find you appealing, and they want you to be their coach. They want you to be their keynote speaker. They want you to get the position at this new company or whatever, okay? And you got to just trust God. You got to be walking with God. You got to be connected um oh, to to the creator, okay? And then let me tell you, and it's a process for some, because it's not just like, oh, I saw Sharice's live stream, so now everything's honky-dory, I'm confident, cool, and ready to boogie. It depends on where you are right now and what you've been feeding your mind and your spirit. It's about what you've been thinking and what you've been speaking and how long you've been thinking and speaking those things. It's about the company you keep. It's about the conversation you keep. So it's going to take more time for some people to get to what I call a place of peace. And let me just tell you, it's where it's at. It's no better place to be, honey. I can look at people and celebrate them and be like, rah, rah, shish, kumbah. And it's coming from a genuine place. And it's awesome because you don't get envious, you don't get uh um the word jealous. You don't get jealous because I'm connected to the creator, and therefore, you know, I have my own package here. Like he's got a destiny package for each person on the planet. And it's different, you guys. That's all. But I trust that every day evolves. My life, my journey, my career, my business is evolving just as it needs to, at the pace and in the place that it needs to. And when you live in that peace, oh my goodness, it's everything. I tell you. And that's why I'm so passionate about this message and about equipping people with ironclad confidence. It's and I am, you know, I call myself a life optimization coach. So I come into partnership with people. I'm not doing any abracadabra zoopity doo. Okay? The person's doing it. I'm coming in as a partner to help you do the dig. Get rid of that crap so that you can really blossom and bloom into everything that you're supposed to. Okay? So, we've had fun. I've had fun. I hope you've had fun. And so, as I said, next week we start the series. This is a series specifically for parents. Everybody can listen in, of course, but it's going to be geared towards tips, tools, tactics, and techniques to help you take your middle schooler, your high school grad to the next level. What can you start doing and pouring into their lives? How can you start modeling and directing them so that they have success in high school for your middle schoolers and in college for your high school, or whatever they're going on to do? Might be military, might be trade school, might be working, whatever. Okay, it doesn't matter what they've decided to do. These tips, tools, tactics, and techniques are going to help you and help them. All right, you guys. I thank you for tuning in to this message and sing along and all of that. welcome. Yeah. Axel screamed in falsetto. Oh my God, I know. He was just crazy. He's crazy. He, he just crazy. Talented guy. It's just crazy. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for tuning in, and I appreciate you all. I like I said, I always appreciate people investing their time and their attention because there's literally millions of other things that you could be tuning into or doing. So I always appreciate you tuning in here with yours truly, Sharice Taylor, for Tailored for Success. Remember, honey, nobody can do it like you do it. And as Mike pointed out, nothing compares, nothing compares to you. And it's the truth. And so when you connect to that truth, um, it really does help you to operate in peace, to live in peace about yourself and about who you are and what you have to contribute, and that there is a purpose and a place for you on the planet. Dear friends, kind souls, until we meet again, remember this: your best is yet to come. Take good care. Bye bye.